Here's a little something to digest. Food for thought, rest your eyes, let your eyelids cover your iris. Open your ears and just ride this. Let the music intoxicate you, get you high, elevate you. It makes you wanna glide. It's the way to ride on your guide. The name's I'm known as the less. Skip the introduction every moment.
What up, what up, yo? What up? It's another fucking Thursday, and your boy Black is back on Throwback Hip Hop Thursdays. And this time, yo, fam, it's gonna be a dope one, fam. Cause why? I thought second episode since last night, last week, I brought you guys a pilot episode, an introduction of the whole scenario, or the whole segment, as I call it. Today should be justified by starting it out or kicking it, or kickstarting it by bringing a local artist, man. Yo, the dude is a legend. Y'all niggas gonna love this guy.
I thought that huge Billy Black's the pill. The mainstream's infused with a gang of skills.
Yo, welcome again, man, to this tube channel, Black on Throwback Hip Hop Thursdays. My name is Ice Black. Once again, thank you for joining me. And yes, man, let's get it on. Today, on this second episode, we're taking a look at one of my favorites, man. Favorite rapper of all time when it came to this land called Africa. Dude goes by the name of Zubz. Z-U-B-Z. Zubz. Zubz was born, man, in Zambia in 1976. And this dude, I see this choreography says he moved around from Zambia. He went back, he went to Harare where he grew up. Harare, Zimbabwe, by the way. Shout out to Zim, because yeah, they got their mad MCs over there who also moved down to South Africa. We'll cover that as we go on again. Yeah, Zubz, man, moved to Harare. Then he grew up, I think at his late in his like high school years, decided, let me just apply for, some universities down south, which was in South Africa, and got in school in Rhodes. That was way back again in the early like 90s and stuff. Yeah, Zubz though, in particular, music career, we're gonna talk about that, which is what I want to talk about. This debut album that he dropped in 2004, there was Rage. I think it was Rage, Enterprise or Rage, whatever. But under Rage, there was a music wing, sort of like music production wing, that went by the name of Outrageous Records. A lot of artists, a lot of conscious rap is going on, or was going on, when it came to Outrageous Records, man. So this album dropped in 2004. It's called Listener's Digest. It consists of like 19 tracks, with tracks that are some of my favorite tracks, which is first the one that was playing, The Listener. So The Listener, it's an opening of this album. It's just one of those classical, woke niggas kind of music, so as I call it. And people who are listening to Zubz, or who still listen to Zubz music today, will tell you the same. But yeah, this album, man, was just one of those, man. Album was produced obviously by, again, I could just mention rather one of the dudes that I think is, one of the classical and maybe one of the like producers of all time when it comes to South African hip hop. Go by the name of what is the dude? Battle Cat. I think Battle Cat produced for a lot of cats as well when it came to South African hip hop music. But not looking at Battle Cat, we're just looking at the dude himself, Zubz. So Zubz dropped this album in 2004, Listener's Digest. It was well received, by the way. I remember, if I were to recall back in 2004, or mid-year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like I just can't tell the time when it was dropped. And I don't want to do that, to say at this date, okay, or maybe I could do that, because this album was dropped in 2004. I remember this chick, with Gumama today, Azania Ndoro. Azania was one of those hosts on Metro FM. I remember they played this album, or rather, Zubz himself performed Listener's Digest in the studio, fam, when it dropped. It was one of those classical moments, man, which is what I want to do when I'm doing these reviews with you guys. So Zubz styles of rap was conscious rap, obviously, like I said, and I think it's a bit political here and there, because I think the era he was born and the era when he was doing music, or the era he grew up, was one of those in Southern Africa, you know, just nje kuba abantu bamnyama under oppression and stuff. So I think Zabs may not touch much on that, but I think he's also a witness when it comes to injustice, when it comes to black people. So yeah, this album was one of those, is rather one of those albums that you could greatly enjoy. And yeah, man, you can just pick it out again on the music players. I know it's on my iTunes. I've been playing it for a while. I've played this album, like I said, I've listened to this album ever since it came out, and I never looked back. So there's tracks like let me just go through on the discography. There's tracks like what my favorite tracks, but they listen as one of my favorite tracks. Heavy Aid, obviously. I think Heavy Aid is mostly was mostly like welcomed by many masses, okay, by the masses when it came out as well, because it had like heavy hitters as well. I remember there was Do Me from the V, which goes by the name of Stogie today. I remember there was Proverb. I remember there was, I think Kato was in the track. I think Kato is in the track as well. Kato is one of those, another dude from Gauteng that I rapper back then. I don't know where's Kato. Yeah, if you know what Kato is, just shout out, man. Let me know what happened to Kato. And I can mention a few Golden Shovel from, the crew called, what's Golden Shovel's crew again? Optical Ill, yeah. Golden Shovel from Optical Ill, and then just to mention a few, man. I remember H2O dudes were also up in that joint, within that joint, but I don't think they're very well received. But hey, that's not the issue today. We're just looking at the album. Listeners Digest. Pip it out. The next track I'm just gonna play for you guys. One of my favorite tracks. I Am Number One. I think it speaks. It speaks for it. The title of the track, it speaks for itself, man. Number one, because I think Zabs, to me, I remember I had this argument, or rather comparison, or rather my top five with one of my dudes. I think Sakile from Mexican. We were talking about this, but okay, your top five when it comes to South African hip hop heads, or like Zabs is not top five. As a matter of fact, he's on the top three for me. Zabs. So I've always believed Zabs, man. He was good storyteller, legendary on the mic, which is one of the tracks that I hear. I just picked it, a snippet of number one. I'm gonna pick it up from the start. Hold on. Yep.
Number 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, this is 4, you 3, 2, 3, aware. Number 1, I'm the target of an ongoing investigation. The charges that these authorities have me facing all that. Black spot incidents, artists, and all this. Means I fuel the black market. Is that logic? I fuel with white laws. It's not often I lose my smack jaws with these rap draws. Weird in your character, little actors influenced by America. When they chat more on the stage, they embarrass her. Take that more than the last part from an amateur. I'm amateur in keys and what you sweat. The reason I get respect, what you hear is what you see, what you get. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you 3, 2, 3, aware. Number 1.
Yo, man. Look, I think this track, I don't know, because at the beginning of this track, he keeps talking about, this goes on to those MCs who tried to diss me back in 2003. So I don't know that story, but that's another part of the story that I really wanna check out. But number one, I think it was solely based on that. Don't fuck with me. I'm the one of the illest when it comes to the MIC. You know what I mean? I believe Zav was directed. That was directed to someone or some people that were maybe messing with him at the time. It's rap music, man. Rap got enemies, or rather competitors, which I like to call it that. So yeah, rap is actually, it's great when it comes to, the artistry of rap. When it comes to, comparing, competition, it's amazing, fam, because you get to see, rappers' perspective when it comes, just thinking out of the creativity behind their music. Because I think at the end, you need to address, whoever you're talking to, and then make it stick, and then the message should believe in you and stuff. I think that was one of those cats. I'm not saying he was dissing someone, but I feel like he was talking to someone on that joint. Number one, and just another snippet before we let this one go, because like I said, it's a dope album. It's 90 tracks. I'm just gonna play snippets from the ones that I think that the ones that rather now I listened to. It's quite a lot, man. I'm just gonna play Heavy 8 just for people who like. When I hear this, don't be like I said, I wasn't just I will not ridiculous. Remember, I told you guys I won't be like covering the whackness or whatever. I'm just covering the debut albums and just talk a little about that shit. So yeah, there's a track called Heavy Eight, man. I just can't find it. Where is Heavy Eight? Heavy Eight, Heavy Eight with To Me and Proverbs. Kato, I think Kato's in Heavy Eight as well. Uh, Golden Shower. A couple of just man. Yeah, another known track from this album will be Superstar. I believe Superstar was one of those tracks that I think it even went on TV. It has visuals. Yeah, I think visuals like Zabs somewhere in the desert dressed in like I don't know. I think it was dressed like some Islamic kind of vibes. I picked this out. I think this is yeah Superstar. Yeah, man, Superstar, one of the dope tracks that I believe that people should check it out, man. And another one before I let you guys go. There was this joint. I can't let this joint. The God He Knew. There's something just about the God He Knew, and I think Battlecat's beats, man. Look, I'm thankful for the producers that can make us listen. I know. There's this phrase that Fonte says in Little Brother. They say some niggas don't even know the song title, so they thank God for Ninth for that for such for beats like God will make, because beats can make you stick, beats can make you stick around, fam. So yeah, I believe this is one of those. I'm like, yeah, look, I need to listen to this track. It's called God You Knew, by the way, with some vocals. I think there's some vocals. I don't know who featured in the track, but the vocals, man, and Zab's style of flowing, it's just amazing. But it's called the God You Knew. But like I said, man, the beats, Battlecat's beats, bruh, fucking amazing. Yo, what happened to Battlecat anyway? Yo, let me know again in the comment section if you still remember Battlecat from I think Battlecat was also on the Optical Eel, right? I think Battlecat is also one of the crew members of the Optical Hill, if I'm not mistaken. But I think so. Anyway, guys, like I said, man, I wasn't gonna spend like much time, I wasn't gonna like spend too much time, talking about this. It was just a preview. Okay, we just taking a look at our debuts, and I believe this was gonna be my kickstart of this whole thing. And yeah, man, Zabs, The Last Letter. I believe it's still around. Yeah, making music. The last project I heard was in 2018 with some random. I think the dude is a rapper, or he's a producer. But yeah, I picked it up, but I wasn't really paying attention because I always loved his first album and the one that followed after that. But yo, again, man, your boy Black, this is wonderful. I think I'm also gaining confidence in this shit. I don't stutter anymore. I stutter here and then, but I think we're getting there, man. Episode number 2, Zap The Last Letter. Album's called Listener's Digest. 19 track, dropped in 2004 under Outrageous Records. Yeah, man. It's your boy Black. I'm signing out again. It was late today because I've been going through some bullshit when it comes to money. But yeah, we're sticking around. We're doing this, man. Yo, peace. Your boy Black.